Hello, this is Joe Jacobson, and welcome back again to the next video in Step-by-Step Blog Building series. Today we are ready to get hosting. So before we jump over there and demonstrate that, let's just talk about a couple of things that are important. First off is you probably have heard about WordPress.com. Again, remember this is a tutorial program on setting up WordPress, your WordPress business blog. And sometimes people jump over to WordPress.com and get a free site. They see that you can actually set up a free site there, and there's other ones out there, Blogspot and so forth, and that's free hosting and therefore a free site. But what I'm going to recommend is that you actually get your own hosting, and that's known as self-hosting, because of these reasons. Number one, you want to keep as much control as possible for your business. I mean, if you're serious about building a business online, any kind of business, or even if you have an offline business and you want to market it online, you need to have your own site. You need to have your own hosting and control it. And the free hosting sites really don't allow you to do that. I mean, you can create a site, no problem, but what happens if they change the rules or something happens and you lose your site? So that's not a very good business practice. So again, get a self-hosted site. And also another reason you may want to get your own site is because you can build later on other sites, other niche sites. So that's a good idea. Rather than trying to bundle everything together all in one big site, it's probably more effective to niche out your different aspects of your business, or maybe another whole different business. Also, inside of the hosting, the one I'm going to recommend is HostGator. I've been using them for several years, and they are, I think, one of the top in the whole world. Very good customer support, very knowledgeable people, 24/7 support, and probably just as affordable as any of the others. And inside of your hosting, you want to be sure and have what's called cPanel. And for you beginners out there, you probably don't even know what that means, but it's just the administrative part of the back end of how you get things done inside of your hosting, and how you load up new domain names and just, install the WordPress, all kinds of things. Everything's done inside the cPanel, including tracking your success and your traffic. Very good stats back there, where you can see from the very beginning to later on as you start getting more traffic. Just tons of details in there. And also, again, if you're building your brand, your business, you just want to have complete control and something that somebody can go to, and therefore you'll never lose it as long as you keep your domain name, which was in the last video, by the way. So now that we have our domain name, we're ready to go ahead and get hosting. Okay, so here's where you want to go. Now, HostGator is the name that I'm using. Actually, I don't even have it up here, but it's HostGator, HostGator. I created this little shortcut right here for the classes I was doing, which was get hosting 1, the number 1.com. That'll take you to the same place. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Sorry about that. HostGator right here. So you can go to HostGator.com or get hosting 1, and you get to that site. And I want to be sure you see this in big, bold, and red here, is that I want to be sure you save as much money as possible. So use this coupon code when you check out. And I'll demonstrate that here in just a minute. But if you do, not only will you be able to check out for the best price, but it'll be 1 penny as you're checking out instead of the normal price. So you get your first month pretty much for free. Now, I just also wanted to give a little disclaimer here that I'm also an affiliate for HostGator, so I will receive a commission, and I do this in order to be able to pass on those savings to you all out there that are either using my services to build your site or part of this membership site, so I can keep the cost down really, really low, very affordable. So that helps me to do that. So, and then by the way, you can't really get your own account and then get an affiliate account as well, and then get paid on your own domain name. So they don't allow you to do that. So you might as well, hopefully, if you would appreciate you supporting me, and I'll help support you with all this great content. So grab your credit card and let's go get the hosting now. I'm going to jump on over to a browser. By the way, you can be doing this simultaneously if you want, if you need to. It's very simple, but if you want, you can do all of these video tutorials simultaneous with you bringing up another screen on your monitor and actually carrying out the steps as you're listening to this recording. Okay, so here we are over at our browser, and we're going to go ahead and type in either one, HostGator.com or get, I'll just show you here, getdomain1.com, just to show you it does go to the same place, which is HostGator. Oops, I typed it in wrong. Okay, it was actually get hosting. Guess I typed in get domain. That was the last video. Okay, here it is, HostGator. So what you want to do is click on right here on View Web Hosting Plans. Scroll on down. I'm going to assume that you are pretty serious about business here, and I'm going to recommend this one right in the middle here. It doesn't matter to me which one you do, but if you just go with this first one here, they call it the hatchling plan, then you can only do one domain name, therefore one niche. You can start off that way if you want to. It's a little bit cheaper. And actually, you know what? If it's not that much cheaper, if you scroll down here, this drop-down arrow, you see if you pay on a monthly basis, which you might want to do, start off on a monthly basis rather than pay for 2 or 3 years at a time. Right up front. I usually just do the monthly. You see here, this one's $7.16. Whoops, it advanced to the next screen. And then this one over here, if you go monthly, it's only even less than $1. What is that? 80 cents more. So what I would do is I would recommend go ahead and start at $6.36. I think what you can do is just go ahead and click right on this one. Go for the baby plan. That will allow you unlimited domains, unlimited disk space, and bandwidth. So let's go ahead and click on this one here. It's a great deal. And now that domain name that you just got, or maybe you had one before, in the last video we covered how to get your domain name, and go ahead and type it in right here. Not on this side over here, which is register a new domain, because then you will be getting your domain name with and through HostGator, and it'll cost you a little bit more. And as I recommended in the previous video on domains, it's probably better to get your domain name somewhere else. It's cheaper, plus just don't want to keep all your eggs in one basket. Really don't need to do that. And in fact, these guys even here will have someone else set up the domain name. So go ahead and put in your domain name. And what am I going to put in here? Let's see. I'm just going to make one up, I think. Just thinking here. Domain. Domain name. Now.com. Let's see if it allows me to do this. Oh, I guess it does. Okay, good. Because, by the way, I'm not going to go ahead and buy a new domain name, but I'm going to show you right up to that step, and then you can finish it up. Okay, so here's the first thing I want to be sure you notice. Let me scroll down a little bit. Actually, you know what? I missed it, and this often happens. So let me go back one. Okay, it's still in there, right here, domain name. But right down here, you see enter a coupon code. And they give you one in there, and it gives you a little bit off, but not very much. So go ahead and use the one I recommend here, coupon for blog. Okay, type that in there and then click on Continue to Step 2. By default, it puts in the baby, and that's the one you probably want to go with. And look at there, $9.95 off. That means the whole month is almost free. Actually, they have to charge you a penny just to make it go through. And then what you want to do is put in a username, any kind of a username, and make it, fairly secure. You can read the directions here. It must be 2 to 8 characters long. I think that's good. Okay, 2 to 8. Oh, actually, it can't be more than 8. There you go. So it has to be exactly 2 to 8. Security pin, just put in any 4 numbers you want. Better than that probably, but any 4, and that's, sometimes they ask for the pin number when you call in. So that's, they rarely do, but that's what it's for. And then come on down here and put in your billing information, your name, so forth, phone number. You need to fill every one of these fields out here, and your state and so forth. And go ahead and put in the credit card, or you can pay with PayPal, and then your name and so forth. And be sure that this billing information matches the information on your associated with your card. That is, like when you get a statement, this needs to be the same address, the billing information here. Okay? Then scroll on down and you'll see right here that you've got the baby account. It's $9.95 when you pay monthly, but they're giving you credit for it, and they're only going to charge you a penny. Be sure this box here is checked for the terms and conditions, and then go ahead and click on Create Account. And that's all there is to it, folks. They'll go ahead and send you or show you on the screen a receipt, but they'll also email you the receipt probably within a few minutes. So the next thing you're going to need to do is go over to your email, the one that you registered in this account, and check that. They're going to give you a temporary password, and when we get to the next video, we're going to show you how you need that password in order to just log into HostGator and then go from there to the next step, which is going to be to connect up your hosting and the domain name that you had through the name servers. Okay, we're going to cover that next. So this has been a real short video, and I'm sure you had no problem with it. We'll see you real soon on the next video. This is Joe Jacobson with Step by Step Blog Building.